work. So far I know it's been pretty Glock heavy, and that's not my intent, but being that they're made out of plastic and they're already inherently ugly, it makes them pretty perfect to mess around with as kind of a starter learner set. And since a buddy of mine, we'll call him Pete, since a buddy of mine doesn't have a drill press, I told him I'd help him install this thumb rest. So this is supposed to go for this thumb of the, this part, and it's supposed to go right there. Should be pretty simple. We'll countersink one of the holes and then drill another one, and hopefully the thing still works when we're done. So, instructions say, verify your pistol is clear of magazine and ammunition. This is a snap. Remove the slide. Boy, if the whole thing goes like this, we'll be done before we even take a sip. Remove factory trigger pin. Wait one. And done. Alright. Next, countersink the new trigger pin. Oh boy. Hard stuff. Give me a second. Right, so they've added drill bits. You countersink that so that it sits flush inside there. So the threaded part of the pin comes out on the other side. So that you screw it into those threads. And then you drill baby drill in the front. It mentioned a milling machine, but I have a Dremel, so we're probably in good shape. Alright, let's get this thing chalked up on the chalk. If I sound nonchalant and cavalier, it's because I'm nervous I'm about to mess up my buddy's pistol. But, moving forward, this is probably a nicer drill bit than I have ever owned. I'm still going to check to make sure that they're at least close. That's the one for the countersinking. Well, it didn't explode. The instructions said check often, so that's what I'm doing. So we're... there we go. We're about halfway there. Nerve-wracking going into this plastic stuff. A little further. Okay, so I went back twice, and it's really close. Just a hair. Maybe if you feel it, you can tell. It's really close. I'm tempted to go back, but I screwed this in, and it's like flush. Any further in this part would stick out. And to avoid doing extra stuff, I think this will work for now. Oh, that is... Alright, that looks better than I thought. I'll get rid of those hangers offers and check with the next step, which is tighten thumb rest enough to position it before and test before drilling frame. Once the thumb rest is correctly positioned, mark the location of the hole to be drilled using the 13/64th drill bit. Drill the frame. Ooh, more drilling. Well, we're going to have to take a break. And we're back. Okay, so here's the second drill bit. And it's for drilling a hole that'll fit this, which goes on the inside. This goes through there. And then these hold each other together right there. The problem is, for novices, this fits real nice. You drill the hole all the way through. But it doesn't fit through there. And I can mark it But this fits just right nicely, and I'm going to go do a pilot hole with this guy first. I don't know if that's a pro move or an idiot move, but that's the move we're doing, so take your pick. Side note, as not a professional machinist / gunsmith, I don't know if the cloth is orthodox, but I'm using it to build up a little extra level here. I also don't have a fancy vise for this thing yet, but either way, you know, thick, thin, huh? So we'll do one more test through this hole right here. Alright, we'll shove her on. We made it. Paid her. So we broke on through to the other side. Ow! So it says use a milling machine or a Dremel so that you can relieve that cut. I'm going to use a file first. Get that thing to fit in there. We got it mounted up there in the vise. And taking one or two passes at it with a little file just to kind of see what it's feeling like. With a Dremel, everything just happens so fast. And it's not my gun to screw up, so I'm going to mess around with this thing in here, poke around, and show you what we come up with when I get frustrated and end up using the Dremel. So actually, before I did too much messing around, I put the thing in with the thing, and I realized it'll be sticking out because of this, but I just wanted to see how much you had to relieve. Here's a spring that's got to live in there, and that's just not that much. Alright, well I think you got a better view than I do, so quit your bitching about the noise, but let's see if we can screw this up. Real slow. Just a little bit at a time. And again, oop, screw, scalpel. See how I did? It's tight, like a fucking tiger in there. So hold on, I'll get it from the other side. Whoop. There we go. It is tight in there. Fair warning, you know, for when you're doing this sort of thing. There we go. Yeah, let go. Closer. It's closer. Alright, once more. Ooh, told you that thing was tight. So, we'll go back. Do a few more and see where we go. Alright, update. We are really close. Like, I can shove it in there and it works. But we just need just a little bit more so when you put that slide on all normal that no, just a tiny bit. Tiny bit more. We're there. Okay, final spring test. Fit pretty nice. Just a teeny bit snug. This thing's on, secure. Now, the takedown pin on this side is right there. So once it's on, it's gonna be a bitch to get off. But the camera's in the way. So, moment of truth coming up. All right, there she is. There she blows. Oh boy, we're on. We're on and we're in. Groovy. Alright, there she is. She's done. And, you know, it doesn't look like a retard did it, which is kind of nice, because I did it. Still that little tiny piece of plastic we can get off there, but that's pretty flush. This thing works. I don't know how Pete, I'm winking, is going to get this slide off to clean it. Besides using just an Allen wrench, unscrew that thing, bend it up or down, take the slide off. I don't think it's that big a deal. And the thumb, you just rest it right there, and you're good to go. So it's kind of like a donut on a baseball bat, maybe. Like it gets your thumb used to being there and kind of pushing down. But you can also use it to push down. It's a 10 mil, so it's not nothing. So we'll give it a try. We'll maybe I'll bring the camera out and we'll do some video blasting, see how it works. Thanks for watching. Oh, hold on, best part. You see what it says there, don't you? Requires installation by a qualified gunsmith. That's a certification if I've ever seen one. Alright. Have a great day.